Hey everybody, it's LaShawn with divasrfrugal.com, and today we are introducing the 14-day spending detox. Yes. Okay, so if you've heard of like a no spend challenge and stuff like that, those go around. A lot of people do them. I used to do no spend Thursdays, or way back in the day, where basically for the day I didn't spend any money at all. And as simple as that sounds, it was very helpful because I was eating my butt off, like eating out a lot then. And so if I'm eating out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I was saving a good amount of money. And it helped me just be mindful of where my money was going. So I came up with the 14-day spending detox because I really, when you think of like no spend challenge, I think people shy away from it because they're like, oh, I'm restricted. You know, this is my money. I want to spend the way I want to, and yada, 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 right? So I want to get away from the restriction part of it, and I want you to think of it as like a refresh and a restart. So think of it as that, like refresh and a restart versus just restricting, right? So to start off, you're going to first need to do your budget. Yes, your budget. Sit down, do your budget. This way you can see what's going in and what's coming out as far as your income and your expenses and everything like that. And then you'll get to see kind of where you'll be at for this 14-day period. So first do your budget. And the thing about this challenge is that you will not be spending any money outside of money that you spend on your essentials. So of course your rent, groceries, not eating out, but groceries, rent, groceries, housing, and car, gas, and all of that stuff, that's okay. You can spend money on that. But everything else, you would want to really kind of pull back on spending on that. So it may be in your budget. Like me, I have in my budget, one part of it is like my gas and food, and not groceries, that's separate. But gas and food alone, I have that, so I'm covered where I can, get my gas, of course, which I need. And then if I want to eat out during the week, is for lunch or whatever, then I can do that because it's in my budget. So for this detox, I have decided, of course I need my gas, but with the eating out part, I'm only going to eat out one time per week because it's a detox. And honestly, y'all, when you go cold turkey and stuff, it can just, you feel the failure, and you're thinking about the failure already before you even started. So instead of saying, hey, I'm just not going to eat out at all for 2 weeks, that is not realistic for me. So I said, you know what? Instead of eating out multiple times during the week, what I'll do is I'll just pick 2 days where I will eat out at that time. And those are the only 2 days. No other time will I be eating out. So although I have the eating out in my budget, I just kind of want to pull back from that because one, eating out all the time is just not good for my figure at all no more. It's not the same as it was way back when I was doing no spend Thursdays. And it just helps me to really like reflect on what I'm spending my money on, because when you get into your routines, like, okay, yeah, I forgot my lunch today. Okay, cool, whatever. I'm going to just go over here to Chick-fil-A and, get this meal. Then it happens again and again and again. And y'all, Chick-fil-A is expensive. It becomes expensive when you keep going and going and going. So, yeah, so that's that. So that's the second part of it, basically. So next, I guess this could be like the challenge part of it or the consequence thing of it. So within a spending detox, it's not going to be perfect. It is a process. And it's just a way for you to kind of really just have a refresh and a restart with your finances as far as looking at what you're spending money on that is non-essential, right? So if, you may mess up, it's okay. It's normal. It happens, right? So say, if you get hungry or whatever and you want some chocolate and you ain't got none, or you kind of out and about and you see some chocolate you want, right? But that is just not something that you need. That's like a non-essential right there. So you say, okay, I'm going to get this candy bar. So you get the candy bar, say it's $1.30. You're going to have to pay yourself back $2.60 because you got that candy bar that was $1.30. Okay? So that's something small. But what about if you forget your lunch and then you wind up, you hungry, okay? You real hungry, but you you already ate out for the week. So if it's me, I already ate out, did my one day I'm gonna eat out or whatever for the week, and then I forget my lunch the next day, and I am like hungry, right? So I'm not gonna starve myself. I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna go and get lunch. But I have to keep in mind, whatever I spend on that lunch, I have to pay myself back for what I spent, and then, you know, double that basically. For me, that would help because I probably won't be going to Chick-fil-A and getting an entire meal. Okay? And a dog show will not be at no, what is it? At like a, you know, sit down restaurant, getting a meal that's gonna cost me $20. I will not be doing that. So it just makes you more mindful of the things that you're buying and the consequences of actually making that purchase when you can just wait and, you know, not get it. Because most of the time, if you get the smaller meal, I mean, not starving yourself, but if you get the smaller meal, you don't get the deluxe or whatever, once you eat that, you're fine. You're going to make it home and you can eat, you know, the groceries you got in the refrigerator then. You know, you pass that candy bar up, you'll be fine. Once you let your willpower and your mind, you know, just think about it and think positive and just be over it, you'll be good. So, and that is what this whole thing is about. I don't want it to be about restriction. I just want it to be about refresh, restart, and you being mindful and intentional about what you're spending your money on. So that is the 14-day detox. Now, I'm doing this detox again. It's something I wanted to do for myself. And then I also wanted you all to know about it because you can also do it yourself. You know, you don't have to do it right along with me right now. I do plan on bringing this back later in the year. I am going to be doing check-ins the first week, the end of the first week, and the end of the second week will be a check-in and a wrap-up of, you know, what I liked about the detox and how, you know, how it was for me, basically. I think that was everything as far as the introduction for the 14-day spending detox. Now, once this is all over, I will come back and do an official video for just this alone, basically. But I just kind of wanted to keep you all in the loop and let you know that I am doing it and, you know, what the process will be. So follow me on all social media at divasrfrugal, and look out for the check-ins and stuff like that. And let me know if you decide to participate in the detox. Now, you don't have to start when I start because I've already started, but you can go ahead and do this. And if you decide to, let your girl know and let me know how you are doing. If you need accountability, definitely hit me up and I can help and encourage you during that process. Okay? Talk to you all later. Thanks for watching.